Hello and welcome back. It's good to see you again. So we had a vote on the YouTube community page asking which video game series should we do next between Final Fantasy XIV, Persona 3 Reload, and Halo 3. Obvious winner here with Persona. So that's what we're going to do. In the comments, Memories of You was suggested several times. So we're going to check it out. I'm excited. Let's go. Nice. All right, so the mood is established right away between the motif and the piano, ba-da-dum, ba-dum, 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 versus those synthesized strings. It's very chill. And the other part, the guitar, the strumming of the guitar there, it's really nice. Everything's pretty gentle in our motion, all the hi-hat work there. So obviously everything is established right away, and it kind of sounded by the tone of the bass we got when the verse dropped. We obviously didn't get into it, but you can kind of see where we're going with this, kind of like where the textures are being painted here. So let's get into it again. Descend. We're gonna ascend back up. Little bass synth layer added there. Let's keep going. Yeah, man. Oh my God. Beautiful verse. Let's go back and talk about that. That is groovy, man. The flow, the rhythmic delivery of the melody line of the voice, it was hip. It's all over the place. Obviously, I'm going to be super partial to how great the tone of that bass is. It's busy, it's funky, but it works completely. So the bass kind of takes over. I feel like the drummer's really sitting in the pocket because someone's got to support all the cool stuff that's going on in that melody line. Let's just listen to the verse again. Man, those harmonies right there were absolutely gorgeous. And, you know, I guess the drummer is super locked in with the basses. I felt like they were maybe sitting more pocket playing than they were. The kick drum is pretty much lined right up with the bass player. Yeah. Wow. You were getting so much ba-da, beep, beep, ba, da, 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 as the delivery of the vocals, and then we went to this offbeat thing. That was really cool. I need context for that again. I know we're stopping a lot. We won't as we get into this, but there's just so many little details to talk about. Yeah, man. And then the trumpet callback. Come on, man. There's so many. It's like action packed with like little details. The amount of variety in here, like variety for me, it's super important because you give so much for the listener to kind of like dig in. Even though it's chill, like the beginning is so chill, we set that mood, that those textures were painted. There's a lot of really musical ideas happening, which makes it for a really nice listen. The callback is good. I don't even think I caught the trumpet on the first listen. The nice background callback. It's unison with the vocal lines. Probably why I didn't get it. The other thing to talk about, it's buried though. It's down on the bottom of the mix, but it's the most consistent part is the comping on the keyboard. This is giving us all. That's probably the most like the kind of the rhythmic and harmonic foundation down there to allow all the little syncopated stuff going on to make it so enjoyable. All right, we're back. A couple seconds. We'll let it go on now. That is so cool. Like that, basically that rhythm, the 2-note grouping goes over the bar line and we create that syncopation. What you'll notice is when that happens, the bass player is camping out on root notes and just playing eighth notes against that. So it allows for that syncopation to happen. Wasn't expecting it because if you recall, when we go back to this little intermittent section here, boom, it's way more groove heavy, like this like rudimentary style though, right? And it opens up, we lose all those moving notes, the big comping piano is taken away. So I wasn't expecting to come in after that. Perfect song design, man. I love it. Wide open chord painting, super lyrical and legato in the voice line. Bassists and guitarists are taking on a completely different role right here. Build. See how effective it is? Just camping out on that, allowing the voice to be the complete, like the highest ranking, just different rhythm, if that makes sense. We don't really need to rank rhythms or anything, but your ear can only pick up so much stuff. Not that this is not like, progressive. Like we're not like listening to like asymmetrical stuff and like all kinds of things happening, like as far as like licks and like demand like that. Just even in something that's so chill as this, you can see how effective it is when you just use little nuances like that make the listener experience massively upgraded. Oh, the bass variations. I didn't catch it the first time. It's cool. Echo back in piano. A lot of space to breathe here. Letting that theme just exist. It's cool. Similar material as the verse at the beginning, which makes sense. But I guess this time I'm kind of keying down and listening to the comping relationships between the guitarist, funky lines, versus the piano, because it's really easy for the guitar player and the piano player to get in each other's way. Often is frustrating sometimes. What for those of you that play guitar, I'm sure you've all had this experience where like you, depending on, especially like in musical theater, when the cast is rehearsing with the piano player for like a month, and then they bring in the band in. And the piano player is like just so used to taking over so much of the comping lines. And you're like, hey, I'm here now. Like I can do some things too. And a lot of times there's just kind of a battle for like, how are we going to have two instruments that basically are functioning in the same way? They sound different. They have a different timbre, but it's so easy to step on each other's toes. So when you're like listening to this and you're listening down on the weeds and you can hear how those are grooving against each other, it's very, very on purpose. And those are good musicians making good musical decisions. Yeah, the phrasing. Variation in our snare drum sound here. Everything else similar. That is just a gorgeous line. Now, before we got into this chorus drop again, obviously we had kind of like digital adaptations to the snare drum, kind of in our like little halftime build, which is cool. There's like just groupings of like doubles, triples, fours there. I'm not totally sure if they're mirroring that. We had them in the first time of the chorus because I was kind of so obsessed with listening to the over the bar line groove. There could be some spice, some variations on that, or it could be rhythmically identical. I'm not totally sure, but not that it really matters because the chorus is such a good groove drop and it's a great build into it. So it's very enjoyable to listen to. Oh man. You just get to like sit in it. It's very chill. Heard a little horn line there. Yeah, man. That was very effective. Pull percussion out there. Boom, bum, bum, rum, bum. A little bit of syncopation in the acoustic guitar line to just, I mean, piano's still there, but we didn't really have that texture, that flavor on it. Like it's all the similar harmonic and melodic content, but the way that it's being arranged, you get some variety in there. I definitely dug that one. Jeez, man. Let's kick drum stuff here. This reminds me of like double beat like exercises in drumline. We write, you know, we have things that they're just like groupings and like just normal parts of repertoire you need to like always rehearse and develop, and we add in like little spices of like just syncopated stuff and just little change on the patterns. This kind of reminds me of that. Gotcha. Very nice. There you go, and there's the fade. Okay, so I think that was a great piece of music, and the vibe is obviously super chill. It's infectious, but it's just littered in a good way with all these little nuances of what we said earlier. Just really good musicians making good musical choices. Yeah, so that's my take on it. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. My name is DrumRollTony. Catch me when I'm live on Twitch. Link for all my socials down in the video description below, please. And thank you. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel so you can catch the next one. YouTube thinks you want to watch one of these two videos next. Have a great day. Take it easy. Bye-bye.